found John with Karen and Carrie, and Karen was yelling at Jen to look up how long it takes for someone to pass away in the cold or pass away from hypothermia, whatever. That's why she made that search in the morning, which she did, and other records show that at that time in the morning, she did do that. She did search that when John's body was found. With the prosecution experts say that it shows 2:27 a.m. because that's the time that Jen opened the tab, not the time she made the search, but the time that she opened the tab. So maybe both are right. They're just seeing it differently. I don't know. Battle of the experts. One more thing I want to mention, Lucky the snowplow driver. Lucky lived in the area for a long time. He knows the Alberts household. He's known they lived there for a long time. Lucky was on shift that night. He drove with his snowplow right by the Alberts house between 2:30 and 2:45 in the morning. Lucky testified that the seat on his snowplow is higher than most, so he can see 5 to 15 feet out in front of him, and he testified with 100% certainty that when he drove past the Alberts house that night, there was nobody on the front lawn. Lucky says, no way, there was nothing. I saw it. I didn't see John. He wasn't out there. The defense makes a point to say, well, if the prosecution is correct and Karen hit John with her car and left him there at 12:45 a.m., wouldn't Lucky have seen him? And the prosecution says, no, Lucky must have missed him. Okay, and there's literally so much more, but that's what I felt was important to know. Well, after the 6 weeks of this trial that was keeping everyone on the edge of their seat, the trial was declared a mistrial. And the jury was able to find Karen Reed not guilty on 2 out of the 3 charges, but because they couldn't agree unanimously on all 3 charges, the judge declared a mistrial, meaning all of this has to happen again. This whole trial will happen again, and John's poor family will have to sit through an entire second trial. His mom. I cannot believe that this was the ending that everyone was waiting for. The second trial is currently happening. It started with jury selection underway. I have no idea what we can expect from the second trial, but let me know your thoughts. Also wanted to mention there's a great documentary out. I watched it on HBO, but I think it's other places as well. It's called A Body in the Snow, Karen Reed's Trial. You should see it. Does a great job of explaining all the evidence and goes more into detail. I also was briefly listening to the Crime Junkies episode they just put out on this case, which great watch again. They go really into detail about all the evidence, etc. So a good source to get information about this case as well. But don't know how long this video is going to be. I feel like I've been recording for like 2 hours. Anyway, that is all I have for today's video. Please let me know your thoughts on this, and also remember that somebody lost their lives. He is a family. He was a son, a brother, a very loved guy, and he will be very missed. So be respectful in the comments. Remember that this is a real case. These are real people, and yeah, I love you guys very, very much. I hope you're having the best day.